to BizChicks TV. We're here to help you take the hassle out of your hustle so you can build a profitable business that's fun to run. Here are your hosts.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to BizChicks TV. It is time to talk with Coach Caren all the way from Toronto, Canada. I'm Carolina, your BizChicks host, and we just want you to just sit back, relax. We got a really engaging conversation for you today. Oh my gosh. Coach, I just want everybody to know that you bring a wealth of experience in the world of business. You've also raised a very successful family. We are just excited to dive into the well of your wisdom. So, without further ado, Coach, what are we talking about today?
Today, we're talking about planning for a better life for you. Okay, so that you can tap into your business energetically and consistently and wanting to do the things you promise you will do.
That you promised to keep your promise to yourself. We say that a lot.
Yes, please. And anytime you see you're rolling off the rolls, just get back on there. You can do it. I have faith in you. So we're going to look at 3 things without any further ado today. We're going to look at the vision and what does it look like for you before we even put anything on paper. And who's involved in making up this new adventure? Because if the adventure before was horrid, I want to take the good lessons out of that and bring it over. Like, who is on this adventure with you? Okay. And I'll tell you a little bit about adventure. If you're saying, Caren, Coach, it's just me alone, we'll talk about that. And what are you hoping to feel in this journey, in this phase? Like, what are you hoping to feel? Okay. So we got to talk about that. Because I like talking about your feelings versus burying it, because burying it doesn't help you. You need to get it out there. Get it off your chest. Get it on paper. Get it on the computer. Do whatever you need to do to get it out. Okay? So I'm going to take a sip of water and we're going to dive right in.
All righty, dighty. Let's
keep the throat nice and moist. Mm-hmm. So the vision, what does it look like? Where are you living? What are you doing that brings that wonderful energy into you? Not what you wish. What are you doing? No wishing. What are you doing? I want you to purposely get in there. And I want you to see yourself doing it. I want to see you doing it. Because I'm stressing this because sometimes you say, well, I can't see. I want you to sit until you see. And if it takes you 7 days to see, go sit and see. 2 weeks, go sit and see. I want you to see you in this life, this vision that you have for yourself. Then once you're in it, I want you to go and write your day-to-day. What would you be doing? How would you get this done? Don't worry about all the problems. We're always going to have problems in life. It comes and goes. Don't get a stickler and don't get stick on it. I'm stuck in traffic when I drive every day and I waste a lot of time, Coach. I had a friend told me that. I said, okay, drive half of the way, park your car and take public transit the other half. Take the other half, de-stress so that when you get into work, you're not stressed out. Read a book, figure out what you want to do and start it. And she fought me for probably a good 90 days. And then we had a party. She came and she's like, guess what, Caren? I got so mad with you, I wrote the whole darn thing down. She said I was writing mad at you. And then by the time I was halfway, I was like, what am I mad for? Okay. But she was just getting out the frustration that she was going through with other things,
Well, something, I think so many times that's why we need a coach. We need somebody to offer a different way to do something. We get stuck in our ways, Coach, and we think there's no other way to do it.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But who would think, take the car halfway, park it, and get on public transportation, free up your mind. Now, when you get there, you don't have to figure out parking. You don't have to run down putting coins in the meter and
nothing. And she's like, I make a list of all the things that I was fussing about, just what you say, finding the space, putting in the, well, she had a pass, but sometimes there's a lineup to get in. She worked at a law firm. She does a lot of big things. And so by the time she get there, there's a pile on her desk. And she says, I literally sat on the desk. There's the other few things I told her. I literally sat on my desk, clear anything that was there, and just breathe for 5 minutes. She said, I didn't do anything. She has an assistant. The girl came to the door. She said, 5 minutes. And she didn't explain. She just said 5 minutes. And she said, once the week was done, she was able to say to the girl, you know what? When I come in, give me 5 minutes before you talk to me about anything. And then now she's a little earlier. She's able to do 10 minutes. She's able to get through. So when the pile comes, she's able to handle it because she took that little bit of time. And somebody would say to me, as I had somebody said, well, wouldn't that cost more time in public transit? We got reliable transit. It is good. And we got, especially where she's coming from, they've got 3 levels. You can be the top level where there's no noise allowed. You can play music. It's quiet space. We got a quiet space top decker, and the middle you can chat, and the bottom whatever. And so she knows.
We have those on our train.
No conversation.
Quiet.
Yes. Just stuff in her ear. And she figured out, what kind of investment she could do that she's been lagging on. She figured out what she was good at in a specific thing. She don't know if she want to sell it, but she want to talk to friends and build a community around it. She started looking at things that because she always said to me, Karen, I would never be in business.
Mm-hmm.
And now, yes, because she give herself the space and time because she's a family woman, married with kids.
I think most of us think we'll never be in business, but even though we are professionals going into an office, we're in business every time we open our mouth because we're selling ourselves.
Yes, Terry, you are so spot on. And I explain that to people all the time, like, you're in business always and always, even when you don't think you're in business. So.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So what does it look like? What's happening to you day to day? Write it down. Have it look messy. There's no order here. This is you just dumping it out. Go back in, take out what you want, start putting it aside for what it's going to be. Getting that ready, taking from what is messy, organizing it. Not the best organization yet, just putting it there, just moving it over, just watching your path, watch how you operate. And then once you're getting it, don't even try to fix the ones you put out. I want you to start living into what you said. If you'd envision yourself coming home from work, taking a bath, and wearing some nice, cozy clothes or loose fitted clothing, get into it, okay? Decide your meals way ahead of time so you can come and plan it. If you coming in and you're just warming stuff up, I want you to get dressed as though you were living in that $1 million house. Somebody was serving you. Even if you're serving yourself at the moment, and get dressed how you want to feel. I had a girl tell me when I used to design PJ, she says, Karen, one of the things I want to do is come home and have nothing on my waist. And I made her a lounge dress that she was living in. She's like, I'm living in this dress. You understand? Every time I'm like, look at my girl dress. She bought a few for me because it just gave her this luxurious feeling. It was silk and it was soft inside, like a flannelette inside with a silk outside. I mean, it hugs you. I'm telling you. I made one for my mom. She lived in it as well. It just hugs you and give you that lovely, cozy feeling. And she get in there and she felt like a queen.
All right. Oh, wow. I think I want one of those. But anyway, go ahead.
So whatever it is you're looking forward to, if it's once a week cooking a special dinner for your family, or even if it's for yourself and you sit there, enjoy it, plan that out, have that, and start seeing yourself in that vision that you have, and please start living into it. Now, all the pieces won't come together right away. I understand. I know, but do the little bit that comes right away. You got a special teacup and saucer that you don't use, bring it out of the cabinet, have a nice cup of tea in it, have a bit of cookies that you might like, treat yourself to whatever little, if you're a more salty person, get it there, sit down, put yourself on a little 30 minutes to just enjoy, read a book or think about things or watch a show. I don't care what you do, but take that time and treat you well as though somebody raps on the door and you're looking after the visitor. You are the visitor to your kingdom right now because you're living into the vision you've set up for yourself. Anytime I talk about this, I'm happy.
You know what? This is what we said. What back in the day we said, "This is my life. You're just living in it." So let's just flip that. This is my life. I'm living in it. Come on.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Live in it. Live in it. You will be a shock to how much great ideas come your way, things you start doing, things that can happen. Because that's what you want to live into. I used to watch this girl on TikTok, and I think she's on Instagram right now. And she talked about it. She says, I keep telling my husband, I want to renovate the house. I want to renovate the house. And he's like, okay, when we get money. Okay, when we get money. She said, I came home from work and I said, this is how I want to live. I sat the kids down. I said, the house is going to be a mess because I don't want to live like this anymore. She said, all I did was the front door. I sanded, I painted it. And I felt like every time I opened the door, I'm walking into this beautiful house. That wasn't beautiful yet, but gonna be. And the next part was the coat closet. And then the hallway. Then she tipped a little bit by the stairs. And she's like, within a year, I had finished the door that I've been putting off. The hallway, the closet, the living room was halfway done and the stairs were halfway done. And it looked crazy. But guess what? She was living into the vision she had for herself that she was putting off. Now, because she had done that, she's able to come on social media, show us the processes. Some she didn't show us, and that's good. You need to not show people everything. And some she showed us. Next, she's able now to take that, and people would ask, what's the plan? How did you get here? She wrote a little something, gave it away for free. Now she actually sells plans for things that she has built. Why? Because she got up and lived into the vision she had. She didn't even know she was going to start a business doing that. That's why you got to get moving. That's why you can't just sit with it. That's why you got to move. Get moving.
I love it.
That vision, figure out what it looks like. Go through the processes. Yes, it's a little more, but that's the top. You got it. You can start moving and get going. Get moving. Number two. Who's involved in the making of this new adventure? Because I want you to see it as an adventure, not a, oh my God, I got to get it. No, adventure makes you excited and happy. Get into adventure mood. Get into adventure mood. I said it again, get into adventure mood. And if you have nobody, let's start there before we get to the people. If you have nobody to help to be involved, I want you to find 3 to 5 people. They don't have to know about it. Put them on. Let me give you the cheapest, easy way. Collect some toilet paper rolls. Put some faces on there. Name them. We're going back to kindergarten or play school. Put them on a piece of cardboard, something. Give them hair if you want. Rub them in fabric if you are a fabric-y kind of person. Whatever. Go on Pinterest and find how to do it. And I want you to have them there. And then I want you to give them roles in how they're going to cheer you on. So you can literally go talk to them. It sounds crazy. It's such a good exercise. It is such a good exercise. That's an exercise I did with actually when I owned the daycare where kids were having time to get along with each other and all kind of stuff. And my friend's like, what are you doing? I'm like, watch it. Watch how it changes. Because anytime Bill comes and he's upset, I'm like, go talk to Andrew because you know that's your pal. And he's like, who's Andrew? And then I bring out the toilet paper roll with a crazy hair. And he was just dying. He's like, why do I need to talk to Andrew? I'm like, because once you finish with Andrew, now you can talk to everybody else.
Okay.
And he was such an angry kid. I give his mom the technique. There's other things that you can do around it. And she was like, Caren, I got to change kid. He's like, Mom, I'm not going to be mad at you. I'm just going to tell it off to Andrew because he's the guy who could just tell him anything. He doesn't answer me back. He liked that as a kid. You know, we learned so many things that was part of his head until we got him Andrew with the crazy red and I think I had like green or some orange hair. And it's just a toilet paper roll with a face on it. Guys, it wasn't on extra. Coach got some crazy ideas, okay? But it works.
It works.
It works. So before you say, I don't have anybody, let me give you some people. But if you got people, tap into that rich, community that you have. And sometimes you have people, but you're not ready yet to talk to them. You could still name them and decide and develop so that when you do go to tell them, you don't have to give them the whole whoosh. You can shrink it down to what you're going to give them because you're finished. Whoosh, everything out,
Yeah.
and now you can
You don't
come.
have to just dump everything. Oh my God.
No. So now you can
Mm.
come and say, Terry, friend, Norma, I just want to tell you that I'm on a little adventure and I just need your support. One, two,
Mm.
three, and that's it. And they're going to be happy because you're not dumping on them,
Mm-hmm.
because you've dumped already. And now you're coming with the squish amount. You coming with the one that you downsize, and you're able to deliver it because you also have thought through the whole processes. So now you're not coming with all the big emotions and all that stuff. You're
Mm.
coming ready for the adventure. This is why when you go on adventures, I mean, on a few, they don't give you no big ha ha ha. They give you just the bite-sized piece. We're
Ah,
gonna be cruising. We're on an adventure. We're going over this waterway and blah blah. This is what you need to wear. This is how you need to buckle down. This is how many people in the boat. Don't ask if your friend, auntie, or cousin can join us. If they're not in the 15 people, they're not coming on the boat because we don't want to capsize. Safety issues, okay? 15 people on the boat, we're going over. And we're gone. And if you're hesitating, you catch the other boat. You catch the other trip. It
I
was
hadn't
very
thought of it
crazy.
that way. It makes sense because so many times we will not move forward because we're concerned that we're leaving someone behind. But if we have in our mind the concept that there is another boat available to them, we're just, leaving at different times.
Yeah,
It's easier to reconcile whatever we're feeling, guilt,
yes.
disappointment, whatever it is,
Hmm.
anger, I don't know,
Yeah,
love.
agreed. Yeah.
Hmm.
And yeah, because it was that day, that Pacific trip was me, my mom, my husband, my two of my kids, a friend and her 5 kids. So like we just had to be split up, and like quite a few of us with families were on this trip. And we just and then everybody's laughing, but we're all still here. We still got here. And then now when we're going back, nobody's fussing anymore. They're like, which boat are you going in? Like the kids are like, we want to go on the boat together. Atika, like, can we do this together? And you adults go on that one. And now everybody's kind of a little more relaxed because we've been already and we're coming back, right? So I want to see
Hmm.
this adventure. And also, if you got a bunch of friends who is not ready yet for a lot of hardcore stuff, you might have to let them sit for now and not be on this adventure. You say for the
Okay.
next 4 weeks, girl, I'm out. It's not because I don't want to talk to you. I just got some things I got to settle. And when we talk how we go in, we're going to have to take a break. And you're not saying it in any way that you don't want to talk with them. It's just that the specific adventure they cannot be on until you sort some things out. You don't want them to make you feel guilty. You don't want them to talk you out of it. So this is why you're parking them for that 4 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever you need to do. And then make sure, though, put it on your calendar that you call them up and you say, hey, things are back to normal. I can chat with you. And if they're like, well, right now I'm busy, you're like, okay. And you get back into your stuff. Don't be mourning and feeling guilty. Well, now they don't want to talk to me. We're still on adventure land. They're doing their thing and you're doing yours. And maybe God is giving you the space and allowing them to figure out some things so that you got more time. I want to not feel guilty. You've given more time is given to you.
That is, this is just such a different way to look at things. I just love it. And the genius of the toilet paper rolls and the people, because so many times we feel unsupported
Mm-hmm.
especially when we're entrepreneurs,
Yes.
because we're doing unique things.
Of course, of course. And people don't understand. They don't understand where we're going. Sometimes we don't understand the things that we're working through, to get to this other place for what he has to do. I'll tell you, I didn't realize. I know it, but didn't know that I know it. Like I'm a person who have to use left brain and right brain. Like that's how I work. That's how I work best. So when my creativity is not happening, and not because writing is not creative or coaching is not creative or building program is not creative, but I have to get to the sewing machine, a knitting needle, an embroidery. I got to paint. Like those things fuel me. I feel energized with them. Like when I make something, I feel great. Like I can have a bunch of work to do. And I'm like, I'm going to go make myself a lingerie. And I just get up and go make it. I feel so great when I'm done. I get to do it, I design it, and then I get to wear it. Like that fuels me. And you need to know what that does. If you feel that you need to get canvas out and paint before you start work, get up and paint. If you always want to do choreography, get up and do it earlier, because it's going to feed that part of you that's going to make you feel better throughout the day. Get in there. Don't apologize. Don't feel guilty, because we are on adventures and we are living in our vision, and get it done. It is of you. It is calling you. It's asking you to participate. Don't disappoint. If you disappoint, you're disappointing yourself in such a tiny way that you don't notice until it's big and you're grieving the disappointment.
Oh, wow. Wow.
That's why I wanted to do it. That's why I wanted to do it. And last but not least, what are you hoping to feel in this journey? Are you hoping to find some peace, some happiness, some joy, some relaxation? Are you looking to feel like you're financially less fatigued? What are you hoping to get out of this vision? I want you to write it down and have no shame in it. If it's money, which is less financial fatigue, I want to write it down, because part of the building that you're going to do is towards that. You understanding that. You're living into that. I often tell my clients, I said, if money, big numbers are hard for you, I want you to start calling big numbers, writing big numbers down, put it on the wall, get your head into it on a regular basis. This will help you when you charge. This will help you when you price your goods or services. This will help you also when you go to buy something and you don't get this shock. It might shock you, but the shock wouldn't be as deep. Somebody said to you, this thing is $10,000. You're like, okay, wow. And you're stopping. Next, how and what do I need to do to earn and create something that gets me to the $10,000? And do I want to stop there, or do I want to make 10,000 plus so I can have extra once I pay for this thing? So you're training your brain to think differently versus $10,000. How dare she? Who she thinks she is? Like, why would I want to pay that? No. That road that you're going to tumble down will not get you to that 10,000. I want to squash that road, and I want to see it this way. That's why I want to start talking about big money. Talking about money that you can earn, talking about money in the sense of you can claim for yourself, but also you can spend, and you know that it can replenish itself and you're not going to die. It's not going to fade away. That's going to happen because now you're living into the understanding. Now, you don't have the money yet. I get it. You've never, let's say, have that kind of money happen. I get it. And when it do happen, if you're not preparing yourself, it's going to pass through your hands again. And you're going to go back to the old, what you used to do. So that's why I want you to have this conversation on a regular basis. Be involved in a regular basis. Here's a couple of things you can do to help you with that. You can start a money challenge with yourself. You don't need anybody for that. You can start a money challenge. There's a couple that I use. I have my clients use. We talk about paying off debt, but simultaneously, I make them save. And it's not no big money. I want them to save every single day. And they can start at 50 cents. But, I try people to start at $1, but you can start at 50 cents. It's not about the money. It's about the practice. Matter of fact, you can start at 10 cents. But let's go with 50 cents. Every single day, I want you to save 50 cents. That's it. And then if you did it for 2 months and you're able to, then you do another 2 months. But this time, I want you to save $1. And then I want you to save $2. And so I'm gradually getting you to the idea of money daily. I'm allowing you to see how money can be accumulated. And I know you can invest, but this is not a person who is thinking about investment at the moment. We're talking about getting you into these really good, yummy habits. The people who tell you don't save your money, just invest, they've got money already. Do not listen to them. You need, if you have no investment and no money anywhere, you need to save first. Saving helps you develop good habits. So you understand the processing, the feeling you're going to feel. Because when you start saving, just want you to know, you're going to feel once the money adds up that you can take it and do something, that you can just spend it and buy whatever. No. Once you're doing what I'm talking about, now there's goals for it. Where is the $50 that I accumulated this month is going to go? What am I doing with it? Right? Where you got these
Mhm.
processes. Am I going to put it for Canada TSFA? Or I want to add it to my RSP? Do I now that I know what that does? Let me go find out other ways to invest. But right now, I'm still saving my dailies. I raise people up to saving $5 a day, $7 a day, and they're like, "Coach, when you first told me, I didn't think I would get here." You know,
Mhm.
you want to save for car, you want to do that. Matter of fact, when I finished college, a friend and I had challenged ourselves, and we used to live on half of our salary because it's something I proposed. She said, "You sure we can do it?" And I beat that baby to death, explaining everything, and she was willing. She even bring our fiance on. Wasn't at the time, but he came on and he says, "I can't believe what I'm able to do now that the dream that was there to leave my job and become a machinist, that's what he wanted to do. He couldn't see it happen. But because we started spot of understanding what is possible, now everything that he was doubting become possible because he's looking at it differently,
There you go.
the possibilities. He says, "When you think," I said, "Okay, bring the numbers to me and I'll tell you when. You don't have to do it." He's like, I can't stay at the job for the, don't tell me 2 years, Karen." I said, "Let's look at the numbers and I will tell you when. You tell me and I'll tell you when, because we numbers don't lie. I will tell you when, and I can tell you
You
if
are
you do
definitely the numbers lady.
it earlier. The numbers don't lie." Right? So
Yeah.
I tell you, when you start planning for the better life for yourself, next week we're going to
Mhm.
talk about how we're taking this over to business planning and how you're going to get over to business planning way happier and way more excited because you have done the thing you could do for you.
Ah, I love it. I love
The
it.
possibilities are endless.
Oh my goodness. Coach, you know what? We really, really love you. I want you guys to know that you can contact Coach Caren through her Facebook page, and I'm going to put that up on the screen so you'll know when you're there. Just believe the magic of your talents and skills and
Yes.
create money playfully. Oh my God.
Yes.
Create money playfully. I think there we go. That looks a lot better, right? I got the message all up in there. Okay, guys. Look, Coach Caren has such a extensive background. Direct message her over there on Facebook. She also has a Facebook group that you can join. And
Mm-hmm.
we just want you to know that she's here to do the same thing that BizChicks does, help you run a profitable business that's fun to run. So we're
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
So take advantage of all of this wisdom and expertise with Coach Caren. Coach, we love you. We want to remind everybody that it's okay to make money in your business.
Mhm.
So go to the front of your own line. In the
Yes.
meantime, remember that if you're looking to become a part of Biz Chicks, you can simply text Biz to 33777, or you can go to our website over there, bizchicks.net, join the community. We're here to help you take the
Sorry.
hassle out of your hustle. We are also, our workshop is tomorrow.
Oh,
Yeah, it's tomorrow. So if you're looking to become a part of that, just direct message us. We'll make sure that you get that information. Meanwhile, I'll put this in the chat so that you guys can, if you want to go sign up for the free workshop, it's a lunch and learn, and we'll be there from 1 to 2 in the afternoon, um, Pacific Standard Time. And this is Coach Karen's YouTube. We want you to support her. Go over there and subscribe, guys, so that we can help her build that YouTube channel. If you're looking for our YouTube channel and you cannot find it, you can find it, the replays right there on our website. It's playing on the website, and you'll be able to find us there. Also, you can go to thischicks.live. In the
yes.
meantime, remember, we're here to help you take the hassle out of your
Out of
hustle
the house.
and run a profitable business that's fun to run. Bye-bye, everyone. Thank you again, Coach.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you for tuning in today. We trust you've learned something to help you build a more profitable business and take the hassle out of your hustle. See you next time.